Amy Harrop here, and today I want to talk about the best marketplace to publish written public domain content. Now, public domain content is content that's freely available for anybody to use, and there's no copyright on it. So if you do publish it or use it as is, you cannot copyright it either, although if you do change it substantially, then you can and have it be your own work. There's a lot of misnomers about public domain content, but one of the things is that public domain content is now being released out to the world pretty much now each and every year, at least in the United States. It used to be that there wasn't any new public domain content for years and years and years, and it's a bit of a long story, but we can certainly thank Walt Disney for that one, is he wanted to keep his content available and not release it to the public domain. But now, starting from anything released in 1928 and earlier, that's all in public domain content, and then next year it'll be 1929 and so forth. And there's also a whole subset of other types of content all the way up through the 1960s that is also in the public domain, where it is content that has not been copyrighted, or the copyrighted hasn't been renewed, I guess I should say. And there's a lot of things like short stories and things like that that were released in magazines where the copyright wasn't renewed. And that just covers a portion of public domain content. There's also a lot of other types of content in the public domain, like government written content and things like that. But today I want to focus a little bit on public domain written content, especially fiction and classic types of content. So the best marketplace to publish these is actually Amazon, because Amazon is really the marketplace where they actually allow public domain content. A lot of these other marketplaces where you're publishing books and things, they don't allow you to publish public domain content for a good reason. Basically, they're saying, well, there's already content out there like that. It's freely available. I mean, how many copies of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein do we need on our platform? So they don't allow it. But Amazon does, with a few important caveats. Now, the other reason, of course, to publish this on Amazon is the largest book marketplace in the world, and that's where you're going to be finding most of your audience. So here's some sales stats from public domain publishing on Amazon just quickly. And these are the keywords like classic books, classic literature books. Not everything that's in those classic book categories is in public domain, but a good portion of it is. And you can see, for example, that these books make a lot of money each month, and there's a lot of searches. And this is from Publisher Rocket, which is a tool that I use to help you dig into some niche markets. So if you come over here to the bestsellers and classic, you can see here that a number of these are in public domain. Not all of them, of course, but there's quite a few of them that are in public domain. And more, of course, as each year goes by, we'll have more content that is brand new and that is in the public domain. So Amazon is really the best place to publish this. However, Amazon does require you make your content different, so it's not freely available online if you were going to be publishing this on Amazon. Oh, and just a quick note here, here's a couple more examples of public domain content that's selling extremely well on Amazon. For example, Lupin, which you may be familiar with. This is the basis of a newish TV series from France that's been a big hit on Netflix. I think they've now done like 3 seasons. This is all of these stories that the show's based on and inspired by are in the public domain. Anyways, there's a lot out there. But as I was mentioning, Amazon does require that you change up your content. So if you are putting something on there that is already on there, then you have to add additional content. Now, what you can do is you can do illustrations, or you can translate it, but there's a much faster and easier way, and that's what's adding supplementary content, or what Amazon likes to call annotations. And annotations are really things just like study guide questions, biographical information, historical context. And I also think, regardless of Amazon's requirements, these are really good to have on your adding to your book, because a lot of people might be coming to that author or that book perhaps and not knowing a lot about what they're going to be reading, and that this is going to give them a little more information so they can enjoy the book or enjoy the short stories or whatever it is you're putting together, and they can get more into it and get more out of it, basically. So what I've done is I've actually put together a complete training and a software tool that allows you to create this type of supplementary content in mere moments. And what it does is you simply upload the actual book or the tool that you're using. I'm going to show you this here. So you upload the public domain book or story, and then what it'll do is it'll go through it, and in just a mere few minutes it'll give you some analysis, study guide questions, a summary, some information about the author, and then you can just copy and paste that and format and upload your book directly. And there's a free tool that you can use to do that, so it's just very fast and very easy. You just simply drop your supplementary content in there and go through the options in the free software, and it will actually upload your book to Amazon as well, so you can start selling. So this is a really cool tool. It's called Public Domain Publishing Helper Bot, and it's actually part of my AIPD Publishing Bonanza. This is a course that also comes with complete training on how to find these types of public domain books, what's selling, how you can package them, walking you through how to use these software tools to put these together quickly and easily, and also ideas for expanding your public domain empire. So go ahead and check out the tool and the course below in the link in the description.